Yeah, no worries, Puffles. Welcome in, mate. Hello, hello. Cool. Right. Bit of a late start today. Apologies. But, yeah, shit happens. So, something that I wanted to show off today. Yes, it worked. Perfect. This is the spreadsheet that I often... Obviously, I've got my Pokemon Home refresh stuff that you guys are obviously aware of for the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Normally, you guys only see the end bit because that's how I've got it set up. There's no point in you guys seeing the whole thing. Plus, it just gets in the way. As you can hear, probably, I can. I am currently ill. I'm just a bit bunged up and a little bit coffee, so I might talk a little bit less than usual. But other than, I actually wanted to make some progress because every Thursday, it's always Thursday, I have made such shit progress in BDSP because it's always a Thursday that ends up getting interrupted. It's ridiculous. But yeah, this is my Pokemon Home refresh. As you can see, I got Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo from Let's Go. I don't want to talk about that. These are everything that I'm missing from Pokemon Home. That is all. I'm missing 6 moves to tick off for Pokemon Home. And then this is my Pokemon Home Master Sheet. This has every Pokemon in it in their relative positions, what box they're in, etc. And then you can see here where it says Gen 1 Specials. These are what I was on about a couple of streams ago. So you can see here that each one of these has, so like Nidoran is it Cold Spot or is it, yeah, it's Cold Spot. That is one of the trades. So he has a different trainer. Which, because of a weird glitch, because of, I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just a coding issue, from the Gen 1 games, these actually have a different original trainer of trainer. It didn't carry over the name data, which is hilarious. And I've got my Mew and Shiny Mew that are the Game Freak 8F weird glitch thing that you can do in Gen 1. I thought that was really cool. I've never done any glitches or exploits or anything. That was really complicated, really convoluted, but really cool. And then, yeah, obviously Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby and Sapphire, Emerald, Pokemon Colosseum. As you can see, that is quite the list. And then you've got XD, which is also quite the list. And Fire Red, Leaf Green. Yeah, I've got the Roaming, Entei, Raikou, Suicune, and Ho-Oh-Lugia from the Naval Rock. I wanted to include legendaries as specials. There's none in Gen 2 because Gen 2 you also go to Gen 1, so that those are just Pokemon. Gen 4 you got Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Obviously, you can get a level 1 Regigigas. I thought that was pretty cool. Battle Revolution, Pikachu, Electivire, Magmortar, Pokemon Ranch. That was a colossal pain in the ass because Pokemon Ranch doesn't exist anymore. So I had to mod my Wii just to be able to get the software to be able to play Pokemon Ranch, transport in enough Pokemon from Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, well, Diamond and Pearl, because it was so old that it didn't even link to Platinum, in order to get, I think it was 1,000 Pokemon, to be able to get enough trades with whoever, the owner of the ranch. I can't remember, this was ages ago I did this. And yeah, then Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I did all the bug contest stuff. Again, that took forever. I date skipped, obviously. I wasn't just going to sit there and go, oh, it's Saturday, this day. 1 week, let's tick off. Well, I think we do it twice a week, actually. But 1 week, let's tick off 1 more Pokemon. You know, I just would have taken forever. Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina eggs that you get from the Arceus event. Like, I've done everything. Any secret little event that you can think of. Hopefully the bottom sheet doesn't come off. It does at that end. Alright, yeah, no worries, Puffle. Yeah, any in-game event, any, like, if you can think of it, is if it's in a game and it's transferable to Pokemon Home. So like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can get the what's it even called? The yellow Pichu or whatever, orange Pichu. There was like a special event where you could get the spiky-eared Pichu. That's the one. Yeah, the spiky-eared Pichu. He can't be transferred out of that game, so he's not on my special list because he can't make it into Pokemon Home, obviously. And then obviously you can see that absolutely gargantuan gap in between here and Gen 8. That is because I did a boo-boo. I didn't think location data transferred over, which is again what I was saying last stream. I didn't think location data transferred over because when I was checking out some of the older Pokemon, like these from like Gen 4, it just said something along the lines of Poke Transporter, which means they came up to Gen 5 and were then dumped in Pokemon Home. Because to get from all these generations from Gen 4 to Gen 5, they go through the Poke Transporter. And you just like, it's like Pal Park. You just catch them in Gen 5, but without the catch mechanic. The catch mechanic is like a mini game in Gen 5. It's actually awful. And I had to do that with all of these Pokemon. Again, I want to talk about. And yeah, there's a massive gap here because it turns out from Gen 5 onward, there is location data. And I didn't include, where is it? Sorry. I didn't include all of the Pokemon that can be special. So here, anything highlighted in blue is located where it should be. But in Black and White and Black and White 2, there's like, yeah, so those are all just trades, as you can see. But then you've got like Cresselia and Magikarp on some bridge somewhere. Again, it's been a while. I did all this like a good 2-3 years ago, to be honest, before I even started the refresh stuff, because all the Pokemon are all the Pokemon, they're just where they are. And yeah, so you could get various Pokemon, but they didn't have the location data, or I didn't think they had the location data of being caught in that on that bridge. You can get a Masharna and the 3 elemental monkeys in a place called the Dreamyard. Those count as love me until she gets home from work, and then I need to go to the gym. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. So you got to go to the gym once she's back because you have to let her in. That's hilarious. Yeah, but I didn't think they had the location data, so I need to edit this entire spreadsheet, move all of my Pokemon in Pokemon Home to compensate for all of these Pokemon. They only need to move like a few spaces, but I've got to move every Pokemon from Gen 9. I haven't transferred anything from PLZ in yet, and I don't think I've included the DLC actually. No, Metagross Alpha. Cool. So yeah, I haven't included the DLC yet. I haven't updated this sheet. But yeah, I've included... Look at all those Alcremie. Look at all those Alcremie. Insane. 252 Alcremie. Disgusting. I have finished that project actually. I need to sort them out. But yeah, anything highlighted in blue is where it should be, or will be, from Gen 4. Yeah, anything highlighted in blue is exactly where it should be from where I want it. So all these Gen 2 Pokemon are from Gen 2, etc. And then, yeah, there you go, Roserade, for example. My Roserade comes from a Gen 3 Roselia. So I've already pre-existing got that in the place it should be. You can get the 3 monkeys from the Pinwheel Forest, and you don't just get it from the Dream. No, so these are specials, or what I'm considering specials, special Pokemon. So, although I can get them elsewhere, those are just standard Pokemon. Whereas the Masharna from the Dreamyard only occurs on a Friday. That, a little bit of a stretch on that one specifically, but that I count as a special. So that's what I mean by that. Oh yeah, I can turn this up now so that I can actually hear it, because the music is so loud. The start music. Yes, I would, if I hadn't already done that. I've got all of the specials. I need to change my scene down. Yeah, so I've got all of the specials here. And all the sorting. Everything highlighted in blue I've got. Those caps I've got, they're just not in the right place. I've got all of the specials from Gen 1 to Gen 7. So they're all already done. But yes, otherwise, yes, I'd be playing it 3 times. This is yeah, a project I started a couple of years ago, and then I went, do you know what, my home actually looks like shit. I've got Pokemon from here, there and everywhere. Most of my shinies are from Pokemon Go. And that's when I decided to start doing the Pokemon Home refresh. Hence the series you are currently watching. And yeah, but that's why we started on Gen 4, because I wasn't actually streaming at the time that I started doing the refresh stuff. And I was like halfway through Gen 3 when I started streaming. So it would have been really weird to just suddenly start a series halfway through a generation, you know. So I waited until we finished Gen 3. I would like to show off my Pokemon Home at some point, but I'll do that once I've reordered it and sorted it from the specials that I was just talking about. Because currently, everything is everywhere, and it looks like shit. Jesus, solid effort. Do you know what? I do that quite often. Whenever there's an opportunity for me to, because I'm like, nah, I need to do that, and then the wife will be like, stop doing that, stop picking and shit like that. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for you to go, and then do it while I'm not doing it in front of you. Damn, he's running out of PP. That is not ideal. The trouble, you can learn every move, but it helps if I have moves to teach it. No, he's doing absolutely awfully. Yeah, I couldn't really think of a 6th member that I wanted. Like, I like to catch all of the Pokemon early enough, and then have them be leveling up with me throughout, like, most of the journey at least. Like, at least a couple of badges in. Mint. Nice timing. Yeah, I never use the Jirachi because it's Jirachi. There's no real need. There's no real use for a Jirachi. I don't think it's a well-used Pokemon. Like, it only has a use in Pokemon Go, in PvP. And that's if you were really lucky to get one that was good enough to be able to fight in the Great League. Just is good enough. Just so long as you're not doing any more damage. It's not really the end of the world. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, apparently if, like, you're fresh starting, like, for the first time in, like, in my case, first time in years, it's better to be in that situation than it is to be, like, a stop starter, like I guess you technically would be. Well, that did nothing. Damn, solid. I need to get back on my workouts, to be fair. I do little bits here and there, but, like, I don't have, well, for one, a schedule. That's not helping. But yeah, I don't really have, like, the commitment for it at the moment. Nice. Fair play. Damn. You've dropped 23 kilos of chest strength. That's actually crazy. The trouble is I don't like setting goals like that for myself personally, purely because A, I don't know what I used to be able to lift, and B, it wasn't my fault. I got ill. Get rid of the stars. That move fucking sucks. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I got really ill and I literally just couldn't do anything. I just dropped muscle mass like nothing. But I wasn't eating properly. Nice. Yeah, well, I wasn't eating properly, let alone eating for working out. So... yeah, the muscle just kind of shredded off of me. Yeah, definitely. Like how quick muscle mass can drop off of you when you don't do anything and you're not eating properly is so fast. It's unreal. Yeah, that's fair. I never actually gained or lost any weight. I lost muscle mass and put on fat. I never actually lost or gained anything. Yeah, you need a, I don't know what you'd actually call it, but you basically need to almost starve yourself to let your stomach shrink in size again if you've been, like, binging a little bit. I had to do that. I used to have a binge eating disorder. I had to basically just fucking starve myself to shrink my stomach so that I couldn't handle the amount of food that I was eating. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can just celebrate responsibly. You don't have to, like, go get paralytic and eat your weight in fucking kebabs. Or whatever it is you do. That's what I used to do when I used to go out in the bed. Oh, finally. Fuck, it took forever. Oh, I pressed the B button. What a twat. My bad. Oh, everyone's level 34 now. Nice. That's the thing. Why do you need to keep up? That's what I mean. Why are you trying to keep up with everybody? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No. Well, good, because I didn't want to fucking use that anyway. Yeah, see, I have a ridiculously low tolerance to alcohol because I've never been a drinker. Like, I haven't had a drink, like a sip of alcohol in over 5 years just because I haven't needed to, kind of thing. And like, I could probably go for a pint of cider right now and it'd probably just fucking waste me. I guess so. I guess so. When I... Oh, Shadow Ball, that's actually really good. Yeah, well, obviously, I'm studying uni, or finished uni. Got axe throwing instead of drinking for a friend's birthday. Alright, that's pretty sick. Fair play. Yeah, obviously I've studied uni remotely, so I haven't had that uni experience, as it were. But I also wouldn't like to have that uni experience, because that's not my scene. But yeah, axe throwing instead of drinking, that's pretty sick, not gonna lie. Well, that's why I've not been getting any wild Pokemon. I had a repel on this whole time. Well. I was going to say, I have no idea. I didn't get a notification of that. Nice. I don't know when I'm graduating. My uni had an issue with one of their systems or some shit, so my work still hasn't been marked. Oh wait, yes it has. I got my result actually, like, literally yesterday. I passed. What? No way. I didn't have to do an exam. Like, fuck. I cannot stand exams. It's not even that I suck at them. Like, every time I've done an exam, I've done really well. I just don't like them. And you're waiting on one more result. Fair play. Oh, reference it. To be fair, yeah, you're right. Referencing sucks ass. And the thing is like, for me it's not too bad. For my wife, for example, she's been studying in her particular field for 10 years, right? She's also autistic, so she has researched the ever-living shit out of this because it's a special interest as well. And she said to one of her fucking, oh, what do you even call it? Assessors, I guess. She said to one of her assessors, she was like, what am I supposed to reference exactly? Because I have this knowledge, it's in my brain. Do I reference my brain? And she basically turned around and was like, nah, you'll have to find someone who's basically said the exact same thing and reference them. And she was like, you are fucking joking, right? Like, she's just finished her masters, and she's like, I have all of this knowledge, and I have to reference. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Not for law, but for some of my other shit. Yeah, she's a lot. She's not necessarily smarter than me. She's a lot more academically inclined than me. My biggest issue is I'm a very intelligent idiot. Twin, yeah. Yeah, like my chosen subjects. If you get me talking about my chosen subjects, I turn into a completely different person. Any other time, I'm just, yeah, I'm just stupid. Alright, do I have any healing items of... Oh, smoke ball. Nah, that's not helpful actually. Have I got any leopard berries? Yeah, I've got one. That's not helpful. Oh, mate. Damn, you're using Blackboard? I haven't used Blackboard since college. 64%'s decent. Nice. Oh, it used to be Teams. You used to submit your assignments on Teams. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know you could do that. I just use my uni website, to be fair. They just have their own submission system. Yeah, fair point, yeah. I don't know if teachers are joining us today. Oh, there we go. We finally get you to evolve again. I'm not going to touch the controller this time. Yeah, I don't know if teachers joining us today. But, said to him yesterday, he asked how I was feeling. And I was like, yeah, my throat feels like sandpaper. And my nose feels blocked, but I can breathe. So, it's not blocked. And he was like, what? And I was like, how do... what? Okay. What? What do half of those words even mean? I went to Salford because it's a place your brother went to, and Loughborough? Loughborough judged you for your GCSEs. Okay. Ah, okay. Right. Okay. Right, I understand what you mean now. Cool. They judged you for your GCSEs. Okay. Got it. Were you forced to do the lower exam because you're a bit stupid? Oh, what the fuck? How do I do that? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Joe, I hate teachers like that. So, English is not my strong suit. I've never understood, like, the extrapolation of the, like, certain things. Like, when we did Of Mice and Men, they were like, oh, Curly's wife wore red lipstick because she was a slut. And I was like, The fuck? Maybe she just like red lipstick. What do you mean? Like, that always threw me. I never understood it. I could never do it properly. And so, obviously, given that that was half of our English exam, I didn't do that well in English. I passed, don't get me wrong. But we had this, like, coursework stuff. And I had a really good teacher for English to start with. Like, I don't know why, but she just understood how to portray the information to me in a way that was great. And yeah, I love it. She put me in a room to talk to me after I was having a bad day after class. At the end of the day, I yelled at her 5 inches from her face because she was illegally blocking the door, and I told her to fuck off. Oh yeah, do you know what? I've had that. She thought she was going to assault me. What the fuck? That's crazy. But yeah, and for 40% of my mark with this teacher, I managed to get a B. And I was doing really well. But because I was suddenly doing well, they moved me up a set to an absolute dickhead of an English teacher who had no time or energy to try and deal with me, which was obviously great. And yeah, and I almost fucking failed because I just didn't understand what was going on, and he just didn't give a shit. So here's me trying to figure out what he's on about half the time, and he's just like moving on and shit like that, and I'm just like, oh, do you know what? Get fucked. So I got a B in my coursework, quite a high B, luckily, but I got a D in my exam, which overruled a C. So I managed to pass my English GCSE first time, but that was just some bullshit, man. He pissed me right off. Yeah, weird, right? Yeah, my school was weird. When we did science, you either had separate sciences, where you did, obviously, all 3 of your sciences, you had exams for each. And then we did, like, a BTEC science, for those who didn't want to take it separately, and that was just pure coursework based. So weird. Yeah, no, I used to skive PE. I never did PE. I never liked the teachers. I never liked any of being in a locker room with the students because I used to be scrawny as fuck. And yeah, so I never went to PE. I went to DT instead and just played with the laser cutter, basically. Yeah, that's exactly what we had. But instead of it just being normal, we had it was paper. It was coursework. Weird. And yeah, one time when I did go, I got really pissed off because everybody was targeting me in like dodgeball, and I was really good for, yeah, we didn't get a grade, it was just doing exercise. And yeah, I got really pissed off because everybody was targeting me in dodgeball, so I went to leave, and one of the teachers grabbed hold of me, so I fucking pushed him, and I was like, don't fucking, what the hell, don't fucking grab me. And then she started following me, as I'm trying to leave. Yeah, started following me, and she had a horse bite on her arm, left like a really nasty scar. Like the horse took a chunk out of her arm when she was a kid or some shit. I just told her, I was like, "Fuck off, you horse cunt," and left. And then they obviously called my parents, and they were like, "You need to apologise for what you said." And I was like, "Why? What did I say?" And they were like, "You know what you said." And I thought I was going to get you to say it. Go ahead. Oh, I can surf now. Sweet. Do you know what, Cyrus? You remind me of a comment that was made on a post that I made back along. I made a post the other day on Threads, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm getting really pissed off with my neighbours. Like, their kids are just outside screaming 24/7. from the moment they get home from school to the moment they fucking go to bed, like, they went to bed like half an hour ago. And their oldest is 10, mind you. And they're just dickhead chavs. That's what they are. They're just dickhead chavs. And I made a post and I was like, do you know what? I fucking, these neighbours suck. I really want to move. And somebody commented and was like, yeah, but there's war in Gaza though. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? So I'm not allowed to have a problem with my neighbours because people are dying? Surely you jest. I don't know what berry that was. Oh, she doesn't parent her kid. She does not give a shit. Gaza has bad neighbours too, I guess. Yeah, literally. And I was like, what a weird thing to comment on somebody's post. Bitching about their neighbours. Like, what the fuck? Right. Where do I need to go? Oh, Hearthome. We're going about there now. Cool. There's no direct route south. I guess I could go Turner and down. I might do that actually, yeah. Oh, I can't fly yet, can I? Can I? Yes. Okay, but we're not going to because I want to fight everybody. Need to get the Pokédex ticked off. Hearthome. Does that know how that one said? Hearthome City? Sorry, I know I don't pronounce my T's very often. You pronounce it Hearthome? Oh, no. I swear there's an R in there. I swear it's heart. I have no idea now. You're making me question it. I swear that's how they say it in the anime. Yeah, there is. It made me panic then. I thought I was the idiot. Sorry, Puffles. Turns out you're a dumbass. Alright, this dude's whacked out of his mind. I just bulk up or some shit. Oh, psych up, okay. Oh, that was close. But yeah, no, that's a solid effort right there, Puffles. Fair play. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some Pokemon that I pronounce incorrectly, but I at least pronounce all the letters. Oh, apart from T's, actually, I can't say shit. I don't pronounce the T's. Alright, fair enough. I'll let you off. There's certain Pokemon that I feel have an allowance as well, like Rayquaza. Rayquaza. I feel like that's potato. You know, like. I had a stroke trying to trade tomato. Yeah, like I feel like that one's allowed. You know. However you say that one, fine. If you say Rayquaza, you're wrong, but fine, whatever. You say Rayquaza, yeah, that's how I say it. Yeah, Rayquaza. But then there's also Arceus and Arceus. And then I've always said Arceus. But then you've got the bloody phone in PLA. And it's the Arc phone. So then I'm like, I might actually be wrong on this one. I don't give a fuck. It's Arceus. It's always been Arceus. There's no way I can change that one now. But you say Arceus, do you? Okay, interesting. But yeah, to me, it's always been Arceus. The thing is, I played a lot of the games before I watched any of the anime. Ah, Delibird, yeah. Or Delibird. Like, delivered, yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, like, most of them I'd be like, do you know what, fair enough. But, nah. It's Delibird. Like deli meat. I don't care. It's Delibird. That is not one of those Pokemon that gets an exception to me. To be fair, I've only seen Gen 1 anime. And like bits and pieces here and there of Gen 4. Because when the Gen 4 anime was coming out, I was like 11. So I would watch that in the morning before I went to school. Oh god, actually, I think I was younger than 11. Ew. I'm old. That's like the new anime. They've got rid of Ash. Ash isn't in the anime anymore. But it's actually not a bad series. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through season 1. Yeah, no, Ash. They've got it's like an entirely new batch of characters. I don't recognise anybody so far. I watched the latest season with Ash, actually. There's a girl called Liko. She's from Hoenn, I think. Yeah, I think she's from the Hoenn region, and she like goes to school in Paldea and plays out like that storyline and shit. It's pretty cool, actually. No, the last season with Ash was set in Galar. Sort of. The last season with Ash was weird. But they took place in like a tournament thing for the rank 1 trainer, and obviously Ash somehow beat Leon. Can I use strength yet? Because if not, I'm going to have a hard time getting through it. No! Mint. Ah, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, basically. Well, he became champion in Gen 7, but I refused to watch Gen 7 because they absolutely massacred the art style. But yeah, they finally got rid of Ash as the pro tag. I think the new series with Liko is on like season 3 now. So it's doing well. It's obviously doing well enough that they want to keep making it. It's Cap. That's what it is. There's a Pikachu with a sailor hat called Cap. And the Pikachu can kind of fly. Like he taught himself to fly. It's pretty cool, actually. Oh, don't make me do maths. What the fuck? I forgot this one was maths. Yay, go me. I kind of want to fight the trainers though. Yeah. Nah, I can't be asked. So Joe, I want to fight the trainers, but how do I fight the trainers without just looking stupid? No, that's fine. Ah, yeah, do you know what? Fair play, that would have been a good shout. You swear the level cap is like 36? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean level cap? I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. Stir seems like it wants to be petted. Okay. That's nice. You dick. Literally. I've been playing a lot of the trading card game Pocket lately. And I had this mission to do. Like, I'm such a completionist that I finished 4 out of 5 missions for this shitty little game mode that they've set up. It's random battles, so you don't know what deck you're going to be fighting. It's against an AI, so there's no like PvP element to it. It's just single battle fights. And this season for the new pack, you've never played TCG. Fair enough. But for this new pack, they've made it so that the new random battles have accumulation rewards. So I had to there was one mission for you had to get points. Each battle you could get generally 3 points, and I had to get 50 points in total, so obviously multiple battles, 5 wins in a row and 10 wins in a row. And not gonna lie, 10 wins in a row in a random fight when I don't know what I'm fighting is really fucking difficult. Because the difference between this and normal TCG is your decks are only 20 cards. And you can only play like 4 Pokemon, 1 active, 3 on the bench. So that it's much smaller, much faster paced kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but it's that. And yeah, because I can only have 20 Pokemon, I don't really have the chance to diversify my decks enough to have more than one typing to cover my own weakness. Which means if I'm playing a fire deck and I come up against a water deck that is just as well built, probably going to fucking lose that one. And I finally made it to 9, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna fucking lose this next one, aren't I? And I almost did. I did some jiggery pokery. I was using a sleep deck, and it literally came down to a coin toss. Can you please stop healing? It literally came down to a coin toss on if the Mega Charizard stayed asleep. Ground Electro deck. I mean, yeah, like you could in theory, but generally you only want to run like 3 or 4 Pokemon anyway, and fill the rest of the deck with trainer cards. So trying to fill a deck with 2 different types, unless like you're using colorless and something, is like a pain in the ass. And yeah, it literally came down to a coin toss. If the coin toss didn't go my way, he would have killed me and won. If the coin toss did go my way, I could swap out my Pokemon and build up my energy again and beat him. And the coin toss went my way and I won and I got my 10th fight. And I was literally, if I didn't get that coin toss, I would have been pissed. Man, this burn is fucking me up. This burn is not letting me get any damage out. Yeah, gambling. Except it worked. Oh, do you know what? There's not even any point in fucking healing you with a full heal, because you're just going to die on the fly. Yeah. I knew he was going to be useless. Like, he's used all of Drifblim, or all of Fantina's heals at the very least. But you know what I mean? See, that's some damage. What have we got for Gengar? Go on, you bite. You'll be alright. Pretty on par for levels for this fight anyway, so see no reason why we'd lose. That's another thing as well. I always forget that Fantina's ace is Mismagius and not oh, fuck him, really? Wow. And not Drifblim. I always think that her ace is Drifblim for some reason. Cool. So I guess we'll use Steel Wing then. Win. The girl from Sun and Moon. What, a Celerola? No, hers is I don't know. Because I wanted to say it was Mimikyu, but no, that was the island. Who's she? Palossand. Her ace is Palossand. She also uses a Mega Gengar apparently in the anime. Ah, yeah, the Totem Mimikyu. So she technically has a Mimikyu because it's the Totem Pokemon. Yeah, no, apparently it's no one's ace. Fair enough. That's a shame. I quite rate Drifblim actually. Oh, that just reminded me actually. I just saw one of my tabs I had open while I was Googling that. I am currently, or I was, watching The Flash. And I made it to season 4. There have been a couple of crossover episodes between the different series, and I was like, yeah, cool, there's potentially like a little bit of backstory into certain characters I'm missing, whatever, I don't care that much, I want to watch The Flash. And yeah, except I've made it to season 4, and now I'm on an episode called like Crisis on Earth X or some shit, part 3. And they're in the previously on The Flash, there was like Barry and Iris's wedding. Sorry, spoilers. Yeah, there was Barry and Iris's wedding, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, in the last episode, we were a week out from their wedding. What is going on? Hold up. And then I, came to the conclusion that I do actually need to watch everything. I do need to watch it in order. And now I'm pissed off. So I've just started rewatching Arrow again. Because Arrow's pretty sick, yeah. You're right. I need to watch Supergirl as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like part 1's probably Arrow, part 2's Supergirl, and then part 3's Flash. I'm like, I am not okay with this. This is bullshit. So yeah, I literally started rewatching Arrow earlier. ITVX. They're all on ITVX for free. With ads, obviously. Do you have a shortcut, actually? No. You used to have a teleporter. Fuck's sake. But yeah, they're literally all free on ITVX. So yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is actually. Do you know what, for shows like that, I don't actually mind having adverts because it feels like old commercial breaks, which when those TV shows first came out, that was kind of actually still a thing. Oh, hey Cynthia. Why on earth would I be easy to track down? Stop following me, you freak. Ah, fair play, fair play. Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. Sure thing, Cynthia, thank you for the tip. Yeah, so what we got? Canalave is number 6, then Snowpoint's number 7, and then... I don't even know what that final gym is. Sunny Shore, that's the one. Sunny Shore City. Yeah, Volkner. Oof, yeah, that is going to be a late gym session. See, I have to work out like midday at the latest, but I also get up at like 5 at the latest usually. So oh, damn, you got a very busy day tomorrow. Because he's on the other side and you're stupid. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if I was going to gym, I'd gym first thing in the morning. Like when everybody starts work kind of time. Because when everybody else starts work, I do not. Yo, Teach, why are you lurking? The fuck? Yeah, literally. So, like, there's certain Pokemon that just get moved so late. Like Mew having any form of usable psychic moves. Like, it's level 36 and it still doesn't have any form of psychic moves. I also point Puffles. If you've seen Flash, you remember the episode that I was on about just then. The episode before, maybe the episode before that, when they were fighting that Native American person who could bring like statues to life and shit. Why did the Flash stand in front of the inanimate caveman? Like, fair enough. Yeah, I was literally like, do you know what? Season 4 feels bad. Like, the acting just feels a little bit off. And then, yeah, and they were just like, they confronted her and was like, yeah, you're being brought to justice, blah blah blah, as they do. But he stood, like, he knew what her power was at that point, but he stood in front of the fucking statue of a caveman. Like, what? Like, I knew it was important for the plot, so that girl could get hurt, so that Thingy could get all sad and be like, oh no, being the hero is more important. But fucking come on. Oh, Zoom, Season 2. Yeah. Yeah, so you have Reverse Flash, Season 1, Zoom, Season 2, and then Savitar, Season 3. I don't know what berry that was again. Wow. But yeah, Zoom was just plot twist after plot twist. That one threw me, to be fair. That was, yeah, fair play. I don't really do the cinemas, to be fair. Like, I saw the trailer for this new Mortal Kombat, actually, and I was like, wait, Mortal Kombat 2? That was the first one? I clearly missed the memo on that one. Yeah, this is Mortal Kombat 2. I'm glad it's not just me. Cool. But no, I like the Mortal Kombat games, to be fair. I've played... More recently, I've played 10 and 11. I haven't played 1 yet. The new one. Because obviously the events at the end of 11, he went... Liu Kang went back in time. Fucked everything up, the dickhead. Oh yeah, check pro. Get on. Lol. You had triggered your Quick Claw and you're still slower than me. That's hilarious. I thought Quick Claw fully gave priority. Oh, the first movie's free with Pro. Nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you watch it and then let me know how that is, because I don't want to watch something and it turn out to be shit. I don't want to waste my time. I don't know why I used Aquajet, that was really stupid. Wow, that's rude. Yeah, that makes sense. Shame Floatzel doesn't have an ice type move yet. Oh, really? Lame. To be fair, I never liked Superman anyway. I fully just forgot what he was sending out. Oops. Monferno, wouldn't it? Yeah, Superman's powers, which obviously by contrast Supergirl's powers as well, always just been lame. That doesn't surprise me. The trouble is they seem to be making, like, I feel like they're doing it on purpose. They're making all of these movies with female leads shit, and it's got nothing to do with the fact that there's a female lead. The movies suck. I feel like they're doing it on purpose. But don't get me wrong, there are some actors and actresses that just, why are you on my screen? You can't fucking act. And in the DC universe, Gal Gadot. In my opinion, Gal Gadot can't fucking act. She's so flaccid, it's unreal. I don't know if that's just me or what, but like in the Snow White movie, It was giving fucking... which one was it? One of the Batmen. One of the old Batmans. Who used to move by, like, turn around by moving his whole body. Because of the way his suit was. Like, his suit just restricted his neck. Brie Larson. Yeah. Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. Yeah. I don't really know actors either, to be fair. I'm not too bad these days, but like it's always a gimmick of, oh hey, have you seen this movie? No. I'm not very well versed in movies at all. And I never really cared about the actors playing the roles either, so I never cared to learn any of their names. You watch YouTube? Yeah, fair. I've got a few YouTubers I watch. I'm a little bit behind on YouTube at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but fair enough. Do you watch my YouTube videos? Nah, mine are background noise. You watch the stream, there's no way you watch my YouTube videos as well. Jesus. Okay. Fair enough. One of three of my YouTubers have recently started doing the Create SMP again. It's basically a mod pack called Create, and Create is, for me, one of the best mods I've ever had the pleasure of playing. It's basically Minecraft if engineering existed. You've got like conveyor belts and drills and shit like that. It's like, one of the biggest issues with Minecraft is there's not enough movement. So, Create. And you can do all sorts of shit with like XP and fire. Like, it's really good. I would really recommend looking into it. It's really cool. Yeah, but it's also come a long way. They've got like trains and shit now. Like, it's insane. I don't have a fire type or anybody with fire type moves. That's annoying. And yes, it's really, really good actually. But yeah, they've just started to create SMP again. They did it back along, but now one of the YouTubers that I watch for Bedrock content, from when I used to play Bedrock exclusively, before I discovered what modded Minecraft was, he's actually playing at the moment. So that's Silent Whisperer. He's the mainly Bedrock YouTuber. He's doing the SMP at the moment. Mr. Beardstone, Chosen Architect. Those are the three that I follow, and they've probably got... Oh, hey Teach. I haven't actually started watching the series yet because all three of them are playing. I want to watch them all simultaneously. You don't know them, fair enough. But yeah, they're good, to be fair. Chosen Architect is an absolute machine when it comes to pumping out content. Like, when he's recording a series, he'll put out an episode a day. Man is crazy. I've always got something to watch. It's great. If I do that, I can do that and avoid you, can't I? Yeah. I don't want to do that, but just try and remember. But yeah, all good, Teach. Thank you. How are you? Really? Paralysis. Oh, 1 HP. Oh. Didn't even clutch, just fucking power of friendship. Yeah, I'm paralyzed again, so you made no difference whatsoever. Thank you, Floatzel. All you did was delay this fight one more fucking round. Mate, can I hit something? What is happening? Right, there we go. Damn. He's worried about being able to battle well. Well, so far he's had 2 moves and he's hit 1 of them. So, yeah, I'd be worried about not being able to battle well as well. I find it weird that they gave Pokemon some form of sentience. Like, there's a little bit too much sentience for Pokemon in my mind. Yeah, probably. Nah, CBA. I probably should though, to be fair. What are you doing in a steel type gym, sir? Yeah, literally. That took forever. See, normally when I'm playing games, like if I'm playing them by myself, normally if I'm repeating a game, should I say, I turn the battle animations off. Like, especially if I'm trying to do something quick. Yeah, exactly. Spare that, yeah. Like, I'll quite happily play it on like 4 or 5 times speed. Especially fights like this as well. Like, come on. If you freeze me right now. Right. There we go. Raise your defense, so I'll use special. Fuck you. That was daft. Funny though. Ooh, Shadow Claw. No, as for Resin Floatzel, I need to go back to the Pokemon Center. Because I don't have a way to heal him. Yes, Floatzel is now dead forever. Yeah, to be fair, my whole team's technically dead forever because we actually lost to Maylene once. That was our first and only loss so far. Was it Maylene? Yeah, I think it was. Joe, I actually don't think I've ever tried doing a Nuzlocke. I've watched plenty, but I don't think I've ever actually tried one myself. £35 society fee. Jesus Christ. I hate the perspective in this gym sometimes. Oh look, another Onyx. So last time I checked, isn't it a Steel type? In this Steel type gym I've probably fought like 2 Steel types. Scorpions and rocks, yeah, exactly. Oh hey, a Steelix. Also just gonna get an Aqua Jet to the face. Oh look, Aqua Jet does actually go up to his face as well. Nice. Now that you've pointed that out, that's so stupid. Oh, Steelix has such fucking high defense though, Jesus Christ. Get negated, dickhead. Get dead, dickhead. going to use Bite then, and I was like, nah, you're actually a fairy type in this game, aren't you? Yeah, never mind. Well, if Floatzel does a good job and kills this Azura, maybe I will give him some packs. Good boy. Is there like friendship interaction screen in well, we haven't had one of those since like Gen 6. No, I guess Gen 7 kind of had one. Now, imagine meeting someone and the first thing you do is dish your own child. It's like, hi stranger, my son's trash. Like, the fuck? Well. Man, free kill. Oh, killed Floatzel. Fuck it, earthquake, return to sender. I'm also a ground type, that's gonna do nothing. So that's what they all say. Like, almost exactly that as well. Oh no, my last one. This is where we make the last. Like, if you're riding on your final Pokemon being the be-all and end-all, why do you have other Pokemon? Oh, and the Citrus Berry brought him out of healing range. Lol. Dude, the only reason this fight isn't over is because you had Sturdy. Shut up. Boom, 6 badges. Cool, we've actually made more than one gym per stream progress today. And we've so far streamed for over an hour and a half. God damn. What a day. Ooh, flash cannon. Never did understand the trash talk. Like, oh, I'm gonna be better than you. You literally can't even beat me in a fight. You've never beat me. How are you gonna stand there and tell me that you're better than me? The fuck? Yeah, that's fair enough. I figured, to be honest. You did say she finished at 11. Why did you need to get up from our imaginary chairs and just talk into the void about that? Ah, fair. Oh no. Good. Fair enough. All good. I assume teacher's at work. Because he's AWOL entirely. Ah, that's fair enough, yeah. I still can't believe I managed to call my rival also Birdie. Like, how did I need to go back and watch the first time that I played this and figure out how the fuck I managed to do that. Oh wow, this was not quicker to take the bike. Because apparently I'm incapable of pressing the joystick straight down. That's cool. No, probably. I'm going to save it, is what I'm going to do, because I don't save it nearly often enough. But there is an ad break coming, and I'm going to take a quick little break myself. So, Puffles, I will see you in a minute. I don't know actually. But yes, I will be back. Right, I'm back. Apologies. Right. Oh, okay. Nobody actually wants to fight me. Cool. Oh, you do. Cool. Ah, did I not heal after I left the gym? Oops. Hopefully, I want to try and get the 7th gem done today. Because if we can get this game finished next stream, hopefully, then we can move on to PLA. And PLA, I've got no qualms with doing the Pokedex off stream. Because I've perfected the Pokedex before. It's really long and time consuming. I'm not doing that on stream. Not a fucking chance am I doing that on the stream. Oh my god. Maybe I need to get my Joy-Cons looked at, you know, because they never seem to want to let me go, like, straight up or straight down or whatever. You always have to have an ass roundabout way of doing things. What's on Saturn? Oh look, another word I didn't pronounce the T in. It's funny, when I'm conscious of the fact that I don't pronounce T's in very much, the amount of words I then notice that I don't is alarming, to say the least. Why does everybody want to be petted? Jesus. Not really anybody who naturally has. Because he's going to have levitate, isn't he? So yeah, I'll just stick with Lux. I feel like Luxray should be a Dark Electro type though, in fairness. Like, he definitely fits the Dark type vibe. Oh yay, I love Confusion so much. what happens when I decide to absentmindedly read something. My bad. Stop walking into walls. Solid effort though, in fairness. So you blocked me from that one Galactic Grunt, which, like, that dude could have one of the most powerful Pokemon. That dude could be the god of Team Galactic, and we can never know. It's probably safe to assume he's not, but that's fun to theorise, right? No worries, Puffles. Love you too, boss. Have fun at the gym. Ah, that's what I went. You went AWOL. I did wonder. Sorry, I'm going to be calling it a little bit early in a sec, because this feels like a really good stopping point after we kick Mars' ass. I didn't think we got to fight Mars again. I thought she just went, meh, can't be bothered and leave. Man, the differences between these games sometimes. But yeah, we'll fight Mars, and then I think I'll call it there. It just feels like a good spot to end stream, yeah. Yeah, I'm all bunged up. That's all it is. The trouble is, it's affecting my sleep, because I snore as it is, anyway. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I can hear it as well. It's really annoying. But yeah, I snore in my sleep, and obviously because I'm ill, I snore way harder and way louder. I'm waking myself up in the night. Really annoying. Not gonna lie. No, you've never woken yourself up snoring? Do you know what? I jump straight on snoring so quickly when I'm falling asleep that I can wake myself up before I get there. So like, I'll be led on the sofa and I'll just go. It's so stupid. Apparently it's funny to watch, yeah. Because like, I'll just be fighting it. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to sleep. And then I'm dozing off like 10 seconds later and then waking myself up. Nah, to be fair, I'm the same. When I'm like actually asleep, I'm dead. Bomb could go off next to my head and I'd wake up in the morning and be like, what the fuck? What happened here? Jesus Christ, what kind of house do you live in? Man, how did that not kill? That's some bullshit. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, the wife always gets annoyed with my snoring. Yeah, I don't have strength. How do I get strength? Need to Google this shit, because I need that. BDSP strength. The Lost Tower on Route 209. Motherfucker. ChatGPT? Nah, fuck. Nah, I use Google. Fucking ChatGPT. Where is the Lost Tower? North of Salation? South of Salation, isn't it? It's there. Fair enough, I guess. I've never really had that issue though, to be fair. I should have healed. Oh, dumb. Oh well. I mean, fair enough. Each their own. Shellos isn't a ground type yet, is it? No. Cool. God, this dude needs a better electric type move. Still using Spark, man. Like... After the adventures I had in the Cemetery Ghastly, if I never see another one of you ever again, it'll still be too soon. I still sometimes hear your cry on a loop in my head. Something that was going to kill. Everything in this place is half my level, so, you know, don't exactly need to try very hard, do I? Wow. Ta-da. Jesus Christ. I haven't had a voice break that bad since I was since I hit puberty. Ta-da. Jesus. That was terrible. Let's get rid of it. Good. Don't clip me. Not like that. Oh, come on. Work your way around the buildings, for fuck's sake. That is one thing that really bugs me about this game, is the corners are still really rigid. But, yes, absolutely. But the joystick is really fluid. And the two just, they just don't work that well together, in my opinion. Only this game specifically. I know I've never really had this issue in any other game other than this one. And it's because it's built for me to walk like this. Ooh, foggy. Okay. Right, snow. On that note, I'm going to call it there. Because, I'm not going to lie, I really don't want to deal with the snow right now. It is a colossal pain in the arse. No. So, yeah, I am going to call it there. We actually made progress in BDSP. I was saying at the start of the stream, I was like, the reason I wanted to stream today, despite being ill, is A, I'm not that ill. Oh man, that's just rude. Great. Yeah, is despite being ill, I'm not actually that ill, I'm at the start of being ill. But it's always a fucking Thursday. Every time that I have to not stream or something happens or I end up ill, it's always a bloody Thursday. Like every time the Wi-Fi dies, Thursday. Well, granted this week it was Tuesday, but you know, usually it's Thursday. It's taken me so long to yeah, just very unlucky, yeah. It's taken me so long to actually make a bulk of progress in this game. But yeah, hopefully we can try and get this game finished next stream, and then we can move on to PLA. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, thank you for joining, Teach. Much appreciated. And I know you're gone now, Puffles, but thank you for joining as well. And to anybody else who's joined also. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, a little bit of a short stream. Started late, ending a little bit early. But yeah, I will see you probably tomorrow now, Teach, if you're about. Sweet. See you tomorrow, teach. Night night. Sleep well.